Account retention is one of the most important pillars of any company, especially if you have a subscription-based business. Its success is directly linked with the customer experience. If they have a bad experience, you're going to have a high churn rate, meaning your company cannot sustain itself. The solution is simple. Keep customers from leaving. Easier said than done, right? But in this video, I'm going to be showing you some of the most effective strategies to retain your customers so that they continue to be with you for years to come. For a subscription-based service, self-service has to be done just right. Some companies are going to allow their clients to cancel their subscriptions themselves very easily. Now, this does reduce work for you, however, it does increase your churn rate. Ideally, the cancellation should be linked to your customer success team that can then try to find out why the client is leaving and try to retain them by giving them different promotions, discounts, or other subscription retention strategies. One more task that your success team should have is to be able to identify when clients are close to churning. If you're using SPP as your client portal, you have a variety of data at hand that could help you figure this out. Past due subscriptions that are not being paid, clients who have not logged into the portal, and customers who don't reply to orders or tickets. You can also push the data from your client portal to an external CRM of your choice to help you figure out how your client base is doing and see how you can retain them better. Payment errors lead to what is called involuntary churn. Clients want to pay their subscriptions, however, they aren't noticing that their payments are failing or they're having issues that they're unable to solve on their own. In some countries, two-factor authentication is required to confirm the payments, and in others, you have banks that are refusing payments thinking that they're fraudulent. If you're using Stripe as a payment processor, you're able to check the exact reason why your client's payment failed. Most of the times, it is do not honor, which means that the client simply has to reach out to their bank to approve the payment. With SPP, you send automated emails that help clients take care of their unpaid invoices. However, payments can still fail for a variety of reasons, so your success team should definitely reach out to the client before their subscription gets cancelled. In order to make things more efficient, create some message templates that educate the customers on common payment issues. Your support team can then easily send these pre-saved messages, saving some time. If you want to improve your customer loyalty, why not offer them some discounts, especially to the clients that you think are going to be churning soon? You can either offer a customer loyalty program or find those at risk of canceling their subscription and give them an incentive to stay. The benefits of having a loyalty program is that it increases your customer satisfaction. They don't get a discount because they're leaving, but instead they are rewarded for remaining a loyal customer. Focusing on customer retention rewards you with an important thing: the ability to extend a customer's lifetime value. This is an important metric to be able to keep track of. After all, finding new subscribers and converting them into paying clients is way more expensive than retaining existing clients. Now, what could a loyalty program look like? For example, if your client spends a certain amount of money per month, you could give them credit to use towards their next purchases. In your SPP client portal, simply add account balance to your client's account so that they can redeem it on their next checkout. Are you one of those subscription businesses that only personalize emails with the client's first name? Because that's not nearly enough. If you want to receive valuable feedback and put more effort into retaining your customers, you're going to have to go the extra mile. This means that feedback emails should get to the point quickly, not ask too many questions, and most importantly, be sent at the right time. You could definitely request feedback from your newest customers, however, feedback from your biggest ones and the ones subscribed to your least popular plans is always going to be more valuable. Keep in mind that your email is one of many in an inbox that doesn't receive much love. Make your subject line interesting so that it catches the client's attention, and try to personalize it as much as you can. In a world where most service providers niche down, there is room for service diversification. Yes, you are an expert in a specific niche and you don't want to tap into the unknown, however, you don't really have to. Thanks to SPP's white label program, you can resell the services of other service provider pro users. Imagine you're a social media management agency and you're constantly getting asked to write blog posts. With our white label module, you can tap into our network and offer their services instead. The fulfillment is done by the agency that you partner up with, and you can just sit back and relax. Of course, you could start hiring new content writers, but you need to be careful about diversifying your services. If only a few clients show interest, that doesn't mean that you've spotted a trend. Also, what if those clients end up churning? You'll be left with a bunch of content writers with absolutely nothing to do. White labeling reduces the risk of this because the partner agency is looking to grow their customer base anyway. Regardless of whether you're using a client portal for agencies, a CRM tool, or anything else, you have a lot of data at your disposal and you should be using it to find out if you're making enough money, you're attracting the right customers, which plans are the most popular, and how pricing changes impact your business. In Service Provider Pro, you can look at a variety of reports that help you better understand your subscription-based business. This makes it easier to make decisions on when to hire new employees, when to introduce or remove existing services, and when to contact customers in order to upsell them. In conclusion today, if you want to increase your retention and reduce your churn, you're going to have to put a lot of your energy into your business model. Those relying on recurring subscriptions should focus a lot on retention by being proactive, meaning preventing your clients from leaving in any way you can. Hopefully the different retention strategies that we talked about today help you retain your customers even better. However, don't be afraid to try new strategies. I've seen a lot of our customers that have been quite inventive in this field, so you should get creative. If you're looking for a client portal software, check out SPP in the description down below. Thanks for watching.